Ambushed and murdered. The search for two men who police say pulled the trigger, taking two young men's lives.
Shots fired as the SWAT team moves in. What they did to bring safety to this once quiet neighborhood.
Fined for putting your life in danger. The unusual bill put in front of Southwest Airlines.
A police officer takes time to really talk to kids. How his summer efforts will lead to safer hallways come fall.
Our 10 TV morning team is out the door bringing you all of today's big stories, plus weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
And we do want to begin this Tuesday morning with Mike Davis. We are talking about these nice, cool temperatures. Some people might be waiting for those summer temperatures. We've got the state fair going on, but I say let this ride.
Got a little thing hanging out there called August. So I think we have plenty of time left for that. Yeah, I know. So summer's not done yet. So it's just going to go cool off again today. A couple of cool days coming up, in fact. Right now at the airport, woo, 59. A little cool for this time of year. North wind. I just woke up. How about that? 6:01. Took me that long. 59 degrees. North winds at 5, and the humidity is about 83%. I'll just have a very soft, yeah, baby. Sun and clouds out there, a little cool spell for July again, and a few isolated showers. Around us, there's lots of mid to upper 50s. 54 at Grove City, 55 Hilliard, 56 Dublin, 57 at Westerville. Where's my 58? All right, broke the strings. Central Ohio readings, 52s now at Delaware, Mount Vernon, and London, 53 at Marysville. So most of those are still dropping. 59s at Westerville, Newark, and also at Lancaster this morning. 50 at Toledo. They hit 49 briefly. Thought they might drop back down there. 52s now, new lows for the morning at Findlay and Mansfield. 57, you just saw the change there at Zanesville, and 57 at Portsmouth. Those have steadily been going down. Temperatures, well, the average high is 85. We did hit it. Saturday, we were close last Wednesday. Yesterday, not so close at 76 degrees. But you know what? It will rebound. Still, like I said, the whole month of August ahead, and that tends to be long and hot. Live Doppler 10 quiet. Satellite, just some patchy clouds out there this morning. So a pretty good start to your day. And as you plan ahead, we're still in the 60s at noon. Mid-70s for a high this afternoon. A nice, cool day for the Ohio State Fair with temperatures in the mid-70s. You won't melt on the Midway. Good stuff. Back with a look at your forecast, see if it holds up coming up.
I hate melting on the Midway.
All those things they sell on a stick will be fresh.
Stick.
Nice. Yeah. Karina Nova right now with the Central Ohio Honda dealers traffic alert.
Good morning. We're going to check in with Chopper 10 right now, who's letting us know if they see any problem spots from high above over Central Ohio, and they're over 71 and 161. Take a look. This is what your drive's going to look like on 71 southbound heading into the city, and you can see on either side of the freeway, 71 or north or south, things look great there. No delays to show you. Love to see that, and no accidents, even better. Taking a look at 270, though, you can see things are pretty busy out there for the morning drive already. This is 270 at Tuttle, picking up there. 270 at 33 on the southeast side. 33 out of Canal Winchester, of course, starting to get busy there. 270 at 23, and then 270 at Morse Road. All around the outer belt, we're starting to see more cars, but still no accidents. We hope it stays that way. We'll check back in with Chopper 10 in just about 10 minutes. Guys, back to you for now.
Killers on the run after ambushing two young men inside their home.
Crime scene tape still surrounds this house on Stevens Avenue near Broad Street. 10 TV's Laura Borchers is live with a manhunt happening right now.
That's right. Two men are dead, and right now police continue to guard the home where this homicide happened. I want to give you a closer look also at not just this front yard, but also you peek through the alley and you can see the backyard. The guard duty centers around that backyard area because that is the area where the two suspects went into the home, and we're told they were able to get in through an unlocked door. Several people were inside home at the time. They say two younger men rushed in the back door, and some of those people hit the deck, protecting themselves as gunfire began spraying through the home. Some of those bullets did strike and kill two men. Officers confirm 22-year-old Robert Bass and 21-year-old Sherrod Hutchins are both now dead. One of them did survive initially. First responders even performed CPR and were able to get that victim to the hospital, but ultimately nothing could be done. Now attention is turning toward the suspects, and police are telling us that they believe that those gunmen ran north of the home. Now, the first person who called in reported them running the other direction, but there's information now that shows those suspects ran north. We're also told a little bit of detail on what they may have been wearing at the time. We're going to have that coming up in just 30 minutes. Reporting live in West Columbus, I'm Laura Borchers, 10 TV News.
Flashing lights, tear gas, and bullhorns wake an entire neighborhood when an armed man locks himself inside a house. 10 TV's Tino Ramos is live on Rand Square now. And Tino, we hear this man didn't exactly come out and surrender to SWAT right away.
Yeah. Right, and that's what initially just kind of caused this whole chaotic atmosphere here. Matter of fact, it's right behind me. I'm going to get out of the way here. It's that apartment building right there that they had to shut the power off there. They had to evacuate the building just to try and get this guy out because the big issue, they thought this man had a gun. I want to show you the video. We were here shortly after this thing started. It was about 12:30 this morning here in the 500, or after a 911 call, I should say, initially started this whole thing here. It was a woman claiming that she was being threatened by this man, and police did hear a gun go off, and that's when they immediately ran to this area here on Rand Square East. Now, the suspect, when they arrived here, was going in and out of the apartment complex. They were trying to talk him down and really try to talk him out to surrender, but he just wouldn't do so, eventually barricading himself inside this building here, and that's when negotiators came in. The bullhorns came out trying to talk to him. They tried to talk to him on phone to calm him down, but eventually, I should say, he just kind of stopped communicating with them. And that's when SWAT teams moved in. They decided to punch in knee knockers into the building. Those are rubber bullets that they fired in there, and then they charged in to make the arrest. The good news, nobody was hurt through this whole thing. The bad news, what a big inconvenience it was for all the residents who lived here, because not only did they have to evacuate the building behind me, but they shut down all the streets in the area, so you really couldn't get through this area. Right now, everything is back open. They are talking with the suspect right now, and still trying to figure out exactly what charges will come down against him. We'll bring you another update coming up next half hour. In East Columbus, Tino Ramos, 10 TV News.
6:07 now, covering Central Ohio this morning. More demonstrators will be picketing today, protesting where criminals will soon be held. Now, people in Lancaster say they don't want the new jail in the middle of their town. The demonstration is picking up steam, and more protesters are expected this morning. Now, this is a picture from the Lancaster Eagle-Gazette of the last time protesters came together. Picketers are expected to march on Wheeling Street today. The proposed jail is expected to be built in the next 3 years. Well, drivers traveling on some Central Ohio roads will have no idea how fast to go. The Licking County Sheriff's Office is trying to figure out who stole a dozen speed limit signs, even a stop sign in Hanover. Now, earlier this month, someone stole several road signs in Richland Township, that's in Fairfield County, just south of Buckeye Lake. Investigators aren't sure if these cases are yet connected. Jeff?
Well, 2 fallen Central Ohio soldiers could be immortalized with their names on a U.S. post office. Now, Ohio representatives took their push to honor Lance Corporal Wesley Davids and Captain Nicholas Rosansky to Washington. According to the Columbus Dispatch, the House passed a bill to rename a Dublin office for those soldiers. The Memorial Post Office would replace the one in the 700 block of Schwann Falls Drive. The bill now goes to the Senate.
Be a nice tribute.
Total nice gesture, yeah.
Well, explosives found in a Central Ohio neighborhood.
New at 6:30, where police are dealing with 3 bombs within blocks of each other.
Plus, restaurant workers come face to face with a gun.
I did was scared.
A little scary for those folks. Hear from the people who may have put a months-long crime spree to an end.
And at 6:45. Playing games with your heart, a dating website experiment sparking outrage this morning.
But first, making a difference 1 lunch hour at a time. How a police officer's summer mission is keeping kids safe outside of the school year.
And a teeny tiny living space. Look at this. And for a whole lot of money, believe me. The not so good bang for your buck on this property, Mike.
Outside this morning, tell you what, nice and cool. Temperatures in the 50s. Newark, Amanda, and Coshocton. Summit Station checking in at 60, but Galion is 10 degrees cooler, right at the 50-degree mark. 56 at Albany this morning. 50 at Crestline, another cool one. 61 Groveport, a little closer to town, and 56 at Marion. Check out the weather in Marion this morning. Hey, the sky a little lighter than it was this time yesterday. Fewer clouds, cooler temperatures. We'll talk about the trends in both areas coming up in your forecast.
You're watching 10 TV News with Jeff Hogan, Angela Ann, Mike Davis's hour-by-hour forecast, and Karina Nova with traffic alerts.
We're out. house. Bid. Discover. Everything but the house. Come to EBTH.com to find unique pieces from estate sales across the country. Bidding always starts at $1, and you'll never see the same sale twice. Discover something at EBTH.com.
After seeing everything, I think this is the one. But let me take one last look.
Sure, take your time.
Built-in nav, heated seats for mom, DVD with wireless headphones for the kids, and tons of room for the golf clubs. Golf clubs and strollers. Shh. I love this part.
So, what do you think?
I think it's everything we wanted.
Great.
Discover for yourself why more people find their perfect car at CarMax. CarMax. Start here.
Grace and her daughter are redecorating a bedroom and bath. They come to the Andersons, the store with the best prices and latest fashions in towels, bath accessories, bedding, sheets, and pillows for their project. They also rely on the Andersons for top quality paints and service to get their job done. The Andersons supplies all your needs, all in one place. We want to save you more time and money for the things that matter most. We're the Andersons, a store like no other.
Nothing lowers your home's value like a problem basement. Cracks, musty smells, and flooding can be frustrating, costly, and even dangerous. So don't let little problems become big ones. Visit OhioBasementAuthority.com or call today for a free inspection. Our certified solutions are affordable and include a transferable lifetime warranty. We are your local experts to repair and protect your biggest investment. Call Ohio Basement Authority today to find out what's possible in your basement.
The past few months, we've been taking Maria's message into Central Ohio schools. Now we're taking the message to the streets with Kenda Tires in the Mid-Ohio Racecourse.
At Kenda Tires, we're proud to call Columbus home and are honored to partner with Maria's message to help spread the awareness of distracted driving in our communities. We also know the importance that tire safety plays in keeping you safe.
Your response has been so positive, registration for our first event is already full. Keep checking mariasmessage.com for details on our next 2 events.
Everyone has their daily routines. Some of us thrive on adventure, the thrill, even just a little family time. We live for the weekend. Whatever your passion, Kenda Tires is there for you. Kenda Tires, designed for your journey.
Mannheim Steamroller Christmas by Chip Davis. The 30th Anniversary Christmas Tour. Don't miss this holiday extravaganza.
December 21st at the Palace Theater. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Kabam! Kemba's low rates can save you thousands of dollars, whether you're refinancing or buying a new or used car.
We are a better way to bank.
Closed captioning on 10 TV is brought to you by the Original Mattress Factory.
10 TV is getting you ready to head back to school, and this morning there's a Central Ohio cop making the rounds, helping students better prepare for the start of school. We took a trip to Marion to see firsthand how a new summer safety program kept kids in line.
You want the canopy out?
Every day.
What is it today? Chicken sandwiches.
For the past 8 weeks, Marion Officer Dave Dunaway spends his lunch hour with hundreds of kids. 22 stops as part of the city's summer school lunch program.
Are you staying out of trouble this year? What grade next year? 7th grade.
For them, it's a nice change of pace.
Because I miss him when he's not in school.
For Officer Dunaway, it's making sure he's not caught off guard with issues that tend to rise during the summer.
Some of the bullying that takes place, not only in the schools, but it happens at the lunch programs too. We've kind of alleviated all that.
When we first met Officer Dunaway last month, he said Marion police wanted to cut down on crime, like car break-ins and cell phone thefts. It worked.
Since this program started this year, we've had nothing. We've had no thefts at the park. We've had none at the pool.
And kids tell us having an officer around has changed many attitudes.
Like, a lot of the kids just came in and weren't really polite or anything like that, and they almost seemed like that they're being a lot more respectful.
I've kind of matured a little bit, staying away from the friends I shouldn't be around and trying to be a good person like him.
Did you guys get books?
No.
Make sure you get a book.
Dunaway says the real test will come this fall. He'll see whether kids who liked seeing him around this summer will feel the same way when they need to report trouble at their school.
We're going back soon, couple weeks.
Couple weeks it is. The program gives out 1,700 lunches a day. Sometimes it is the only meal of the day for those kids. And the only interaction some of those kids have with an adult is through those summer lunch programs. And now they got to actually see that officer year-round. They say it was such a success, they're going to repeat it next summer.
Good for them. Meaningful time, breaks down some barriers there, and lets them get used to the uniform and mixing it up with it.
Yep, and he keeps up to date with what's going on, so he's not surprised come fall.
Yeah, when you hear things out there. Good stuff right there. Right now, let's see how we're doing on the roadways. Karina Nova with the Central Ohio Honda Dealers Traffic Alert.
Good morning. It's been pretty quiet out there. We've had dry conditions yesterday, today, and that always helps out on the roads. Let's check in with Chopper 10 to see where they are this morning, and it looks like they're over 70 at 270 on the west side right now. You're looking at traffic that's starting to pick up on 70 eastbound coming in from the west, Madison County, West Jefferson area. Seeing traffic building, but no delays yet. And 270 along the west outer belt doesn't look too bad either. So off to a quiet start this morning. Do want to let you know about this. You're going to see that West 5th Avenue is now closed to traffic over the Olentangy River. That's right there between Olentangy River Road and the Battelle facility. And that is going to be closed until August 4th. So during this work, you're not going to be able to allow to turn from Olentangy River Road to eastbound 5th Avenue. So you can use King Avenue as a detour. We'll take another look at traffic for you coming up here in 10 minutes. Jeff, back to you.
Caught on camera or not, check out these lights over Toronto. A woman who shot this video claims she spotted UFOs in the sky over the weekend. The lights lasted for almost half an hour. Some theories that don't involve extraterrestrials include a line of kites or drones. We'll let you decide. Mike Davis is going with aliens. You're going with aliens.
I vote alien. It's
totally aliens.
It's not night kites. I mean, who flies a kite? Where'd it go? How we doing? I don't know. It crashed into a building. I wouldn't know.
Night kiting.
Night kiting. That's just, I mean, crazy. They don't do that. What was the other theory?
Drones.
Drones. Could be drones. Drones are everywhere all of a sudden, causing all sorts of problems. I vote ban drones. So,
or aliens.
Yes.
Back to that.
Good alien. There's a difference between...
Nice aliens.
Yes.
That bring you 70-degree temperatures in July.
Something woo is going on this July. I mean, we got weird weather. Temperatures are down in the 50s this morning, folks. That's a little unusual. We can look at it if we want. 59 degrees. Right, I think I saw... Did I see more aliens?
Little green Martians.
Or as they used to say on Rugrats, aliens. I love that. 59 degrees when the kids were little. I used to see that show. North winds at 5, humidity about 83%. There's always some adult element in a kid's show. A la SpongeBob. Anyway, sun and cloud, I digress. And I do that occasionally. Sun and clouds out there this morning. A cool spell for July again. It's at least the 4th. It's been a very unusual July. But for folks who are despairing about the cool summer, some are enjoying it, some are not liking it so much. Remember, we've got all of August left ahead. The dog days of summer still loom out there. So plenty of time for 90-degree weather, even during the state fair. We could sneak a little of that in. Isolated showers in the northwest today, maybe a little chance in the north. Looks like it'll hold off for us until tomorrow, and even then, it's pretty widely scattered. As we look at temperatures around central Ohio and around the outer belt, you've got mid-50s from Linworth to Tuttle Mall to Galloway, 59 on the Hilltop, 57 at Grandview Heights in North Linden, 50 up at Galena, very close to 49 degrees there. We saw one of those up north on the state map early this morning. We've seen some on the weather bug as well. Low 50s now at Delaware at 53. London has dropped to 51 on that map, 54 over at Marysville. Still back to 50 at Toledo, but it did hit 49 briefly this morning. And then you work your way through the low 50s at Findlay and Mansfield at 52. Mid-50s at Zanesville at 57, along with Portsmouth, 53 over at Dayton this morning. There's average. We hit it. Saturday, 85 degrees. Last couple of days, way down. We're going to stay down here today. In fact, that trend continues downhill. And then as we head into the weekend, coming back up a little bit, but not quite up to normal. It looks like temperatures will stay below that all the way through the early part of next week. Anyway, outside, nice and clear on the radar this morning and the satellite. I think life should have more sound effects. I just think so. It's generally clear out there for most of us. Some scattered clouds here. And the pollen levels, unfortunately, are also doing a whoop, going up through Wednesday and Thursday. Grasses, dock, nettle. And someone asked me about Indianapolis if the pollen was about the same there. Actually, it's slightly higher there than it is here. So across the Midwest, all of a sudden, we're getting back into that allergy suffering season. 69 degrees at noon, and by 5, about 74 degrees. This just in. I hear we have a cloud show. Do we have aliens? Oh, no, we have a plane. We have a plane out there flying through cloudy skies out there. That's from Chopper 10, so who's comfortably far away from that plane, but that's an interesting perspective to see that thing flying through the air. That plane's got those little nubbins on the wings there. Make it a little more interesting. Just kind of gliding through the cloud cover, which also is illustrative of the fact that we have some clouds out there this morning. So thank you, Chopper 10, for an interesting shot. I was thinking aliens, but that looked very terrestrial at this point. 69 degrees at noon, and 5, we're at 74, nice and mild. For the State Fair, beautiful. You can strut the Midway without melting out there, which is kind of nice. And like Jeff said, all your favorite deep-fried foods will be all nice and fresh, as opposed to, you know, kind of sweating and, yeah, not so good. Not a great day for the pool. Partly cloudy, 74 degrees there. Regional picture pretty quiet, but we're still dominated by an area of low pressure, also not aliens, off to the north. And the model stays real quiet through the day today. So as we look at it, chance for showers tomorrow afternoon. Looks better for Thursday and Friday. Notice, across the board, temperatures in the 70s. Morning lows are going to be in the 50s. Saturday and Sunday, the chance for rain goes up a little bit with a high in the low 80s. And Monday, a chance for showers as well, and back to about 79, guys. So nothing extraterrestrial about that. Oh, yeah, by the way, hey, you can vote for your favorite DJs till 3 o'clock today. DJ Weather Wars, there's our 2 finalists, Dino Tripodis from Sunny 95 and Mary from 104.9 The River. And I tell you what, they did a great job. You can vote, and you get a chance to visit with your favorite one, maybe, if you are part of our contest. If you vote, 20 people will be selected to go out and have lunch with these folks. So again, down to the wire, our 2 finalists there. You can vote online at 10tv.com/contests.
It's been heated so far.
It has.
Can't wait to see what happens.
We'll have that announcement tomorrow morning right here live on 10 TV.
What would you do, or what would you pay for a night in Paris? How much? Well, your answer could be your actual tab. That's next.
And talk about a tight living space. The hefty price tag for this 266 square foot house. That's it.
At 6:45, filling the stands with fake fans. Why these people won't exactly be doing the wave.
Oh yeah, get ready, ladies. Tonight at the Ohio State Fair, John Stamos performing with the Beach Boys.
Let this rip. How about it? For details on tonight's show and everything else happening at the fair, you can go to 10tv.com/faircam.
Franklin County Children's Services and the City of Columbus invite you to Mayor Michael Coleman's Neighborhood Block Party and Fam Jam, a family enrichment festival Saturday, August 2nd from 10 to 3 at Columbus Commons Park. Free to the public and family fun while learning about community programs and safety tips. Call 341-6085.
What does it take to create one of the largest Irish festivals on the planet? Start with a fun, family reunion kind of atmosphere. Then create a Celtic cultural experience like nothing else. The Dublin Irish Festival, Shamrock On.
The most important things in life come in warm embraces, knowing glances, shared memories. As a human being, these cherished things are rightfully yours. When your ability to enjoy them is compromised, we are here for you. You need Elk and Elk. Serious lawyers for serious injuries.
And perfect. Excuse me. What's going on here?
Oh, we're just trying to find the right piece.
As you can see, we appreciate self-expression. I designed it at Haverty's. This one here is one of my favorites. Really? Ew.
Why do you say that? Doesn't do anything for the sofa.
This is Fireface by Diego. This is Sofa by Emily.
Get up to $1,000 in bonus discounts right now at Haverty's. Plus, enjoy 24-month no-interest financing. Haverty's. Discover something new.
Looking for the perfect car for the perfect season? We've got it at Crown Fiat of Dublin. No matter if you love the heat of the summer or the chill of the winter, there's a perfect Fiat for you. Drive select new 2014 Fiats from $13,995. Plus, save thousands on 2013 Fiat certified demo models. The perfect car for the perfect season. And we've got it. At Crown Fiat of Dublin, the better way to buy.
Aging is complicated. People change. If your relationship has suffered because erectile dysfunction has snuck up on you, it's not your fault. There is help. Call the Columbus Men's Clinic. You can still have what it takes in about 10 minutes, even if Viagra and Cialis haven't worked. Our board-certified doctors let you try the medication right in the office. Live life with no regrets and gain your confidence back. Call us now to book an appointment. Our office visit includes a PSA test, testosterone test, and test dose for only $199. Call Columbus Men's Clinic at 614-420-2260.
This new Chips Ahoy Blizzard is so chocolatey. So DQ asked me how I tell people about it.
Here comes the new Chips Ahoy Blizzard. Cookies, soft serve, chocolate chip Nirvana.
What he said.
The new Chips Ahoy Blizzard, only at your DQ.
Franklin County Children's Services and the City of Columbus invite you to Mayor Michael Coleman's Neighborhood Block Party and Fam Jam, a family enrichment festival Saturday, August 2nd from 10 to 3 at Columbus Commons Park. Free to the public and family fun while learning about community programs and safety tips. Call 341-6085.
Welcome back. What would you pay to see this out of your hotel room window? Vive la France. Well, a Paris vacation may be cheaper than you think because a lot of hotels are leaving the cost up to you. Several hotels there are adopting the pay what you want concept, but it's only through August 10th. The hotel owner behind the scheme says letting tourists stay at a cheaper rate will give his business much needed feedback.
Sticking with the what would you pay theme, how much would you pay for 266 square feet of a home? It's a real piece of property out west. It's a tiny little snuggled up between two others in an up-and-coming San Francisco neighborhood. You're apparently paying for this location because these digs will cost you $379,000. Now, we took out the measuring tape, and you know what? 266 square feet. I'm going to walk all the way around my house right now at 266 square feet.
That's it?
This is it. I just took a lap around my house at 266
Get out of my house.
feet. Can you believe that?
For that much money.
For almost $400,000.
It's all about location. That's
12 by 22. I don't know.
All right, well, stay with us. We're going to have much more on your forecast. That's not going to cost that much. Coming up next.
Want to get in on something sizzling at Bob Evans? How about marinated sirloin steak? Grill seared with all the trimmings. Served with super salad, endless bread, and dessert. 3 courses, just $9.99 for a limited time. Bob Evans, get in on something good.
Maria was always a hero in our hearts, and now she's a hero to many because she was a registered organ, eye, and tissue donor. Say yes to donation. Visit lifelineofohio.org.
People who know cars like Kelly Blue Book know Toyotas have the best value. And people who know cars know Toyota has its biggest savings right now during the final days of Toyota's #1 summer sales event. One last chance to lease this Corolla S for just $149 a month. Or this Camry for just $169 a month with no cost maintenance included. People who know cars know the best deals are at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Get cooking and enjoy the outdoors in your Metro Parks this summer. Go wild and search for critters along the trails or near the ponds or from a window of one of the nature centers. You can play a round of golf at Blacklick Woods or take in a round of disc golf. How about an old-fashioned family picnic in the woods? And remember, outdoor fun is always free. Fun and adventure is waiting for you in one of 17 Central Ohio Metro Parks. So get out and enjoy your Metro Parks.
Mega Mall, take me out for a drive. If you want a deal on a really cool car, we're so close you won't have to go far. It's Route 33 where the deals are. Come out and see them all. Cause it's 1, 2, 3,000 cars at the Riker Mega Mall.
Brand new Outlander Sport, only $15,995, or Mitsubishi Mirage, only $11,995. Riker Mitsubishi, we're dealing.
Cause it's 1, 2, 3,000 cars at the Riker Mega Mall.
Calorie for calorie, beef is one of the most nutrient-rich foods to fuel an active and healthy lifestyle. To learn learn more about beef, including recipes and cooking tips, visit CertifiedAngusBeef.com or come visit us at the 10 TV Health and Fitness Expo, August 16th to the 17th.
Hey driver, AAA gets you and your co-pilot back to school safely. Save $5 off new memberships during our back to school sale and score a loaded backpack. Visit your local AAA store or sign up at AAA.com/back-to-school. AAA, the guard of the American driver.
We're the only live radar in Central Ohio, and live gives you a 6-minute edge over anything else you're going to see out there.
Live Doppler 10 gives you 6 extra minutes to get to safety.
Live Doppler 10, Central Ohio's only live radar, only on 10 TV.
At Huntington, we believe in doing the right thing.
Like connecting with community and helping to raise awareness of dementia through the Alzheimer's Association.
Our mission is to end Alzheimer's through research.
The Alzheimer's Association in Huntington, connecting with community, doing the right thing to make life even better right here in Central Ohio.
From Central Ohio's news leader, this is 10 TV News This Morning.
Men burst into this home, guns blazing. The manhunt for the shooters behind a double homicide.
A neighborhood evacuated as the SWAT team pulls out all the stops to bring an armed man to justice.
Toying with people's emotions on purpose. The dating website making mismatches.
And the nut behind the Buckeyes, how you can catapult Brutus to the top of the Big Ten.
Our 10 TV morning team is spread out this morning, covering the big stories from overnight and everything happening right now.
And right now, it's a little chilly for July, but Chopper 10 giving us this beautiful shot of the sun starting to come out. Look at that bright orange. Looking nice, too. Hopefully, it'll warm up just a bit, too.
Just after sunrise, we're going to see a little sunshine today, and Mike Davis comes in now. Will we see summer temperatures? That's my question.
That's kind of a spooky looking picture. It kind of looks a little like the Death Star, a little like a different planet of some kind. But what?
You would go there.
Of course I would. Outside, let's take a look at what we've got going here. As I look at it from here, from down on the ground, I got all choked up just thinking about it. 59 degrees, north winds at 5, and the humidity is about 83%. It is a little crisp out there for some this morning. Mix of sun and clouds. Another July cool spell coming up, and a chance for a few isolated showers, primarily to the north today. Mid-50s to the north and west. Westerville and Dublin 56. Grove City as well. 55, the cool spot at Hilliard. Central Ohio readings, 51 at London, 52 at Mount Vernon now. Mid to upper 50s for everybody else, with the exception of Circleville hanging in there at 61 degrees. As you look at the radar, it's quiet. The satellite is just scattered clouds to deal with this morning. Some character stuff in the sky. Pollen levels climbing over the next couple of days, unfortunately. Temperature, not climbing a lot. Upper 60s at noon, mid-70s by 5 with a light west wind. As far as the state fair goes, great day to meander out there without sizzling your bacon. It doesn't even have to be deep fried, so all looking pretty good. We'll take a look at the weather through the weekend. All coming up, some changes just ahead, guys.
Let's take a look at the roads right now as the traffic starts to heat up with the Central Ohio Honda Dealers Traffic Alert.
6:32 the time right now, and it is starting to get busy as we get into the busy part of the morning rush hour. Let's check in with Chopper 10 real quick, who's over the east side for you, taking a look at 70 near Bryce Road. As you can see right now, you shouldn't be sitting in any traffic if you're heading out now. A little bit later on today, of course, you're going to be sitting in delays on 70 westbound heading into the city, but both Bryce Road and 70 look great there on the east side. Let's take a quick look at our speed sensors, and you can see how fast you're going to be moving on some of the other routes. 71 northbound, just as you pass Frank Road, 65 miles per hour there. That's going to slow down here. I can promise you that here within the next 20 minutes or so. 71 southbound, just as you pass Hudson, 60 miles per hour there. That's going to slow down too. And then 70 eastbound as you come in from the west side, just past Wilson Road, 62 miles per hour. So no accidents, no delays. We'll take another look at traffic for you in 10 minutes, and we'll update you on any problem spots. Jeff and Angela.
Right now in West Columbus, 2 young men ambushed by gunfire inside this home. Hours later, Columbus police are still guarding the scene, hoping daylight will shed light on some new clues.
10 TV's Laura Borchers is talking with detectives on Stevens Avenue, just off West Broad Street. Laura, what are you learning?
Jeff, I can tell you 2 men were killed just inside this home right here. They're both in their 20s, and they weren't the only ones inside when the gunfire began spraying. There were others, and those witnesses are giving information about the backyard right here. You can see that there's a cruiser back here. There are several officers that continue guarding this house for any evidence. Those witnesses who were inside say the two men rushed in the back door of the home. They say it was unlocked, but they hit the deck and began protecting themselves. So they say they did not get a very good description on those two suspects. Officers do confirm when the gunfire broke out, 22-year-old Robert Bass was hit, and that gunfire did kill him on the spot. 21-year-old Sherrod Hutchins was also shot. Now, he did survive initially. First responders were able to help him for a short time and get him to the hospital, but ultimately there was nothing that could be done to save his life. Now, officers are doing all they can to track down the suspects. They're following any tips and any leads. So far, the witnesses have described to them two younger men. They do have a vague description that they're operating on, and they know that the two suspects were not wearing any kind of disguise. So they do believe that people in this neighborhood may have seen those two men running off. They're believed to have taken off on foot northbound. If they hopped into a car, that description is not known to us just yet. Officers are hoping for a little help on this case. If you have anything, get a hold of them right away. Reporting live in West Columbus, I'm Laura Borchers, 10 TV News.
New this morning, a community back in its homes after waking to gunfire and tear gas overnight. The SWAT team stormed the house on Rand Court overnight, where a man with a gun refused to come out. 10 TV's Tino Ramos is right there with what brought police to this neighborhood in the first place. Tino.
Yeah, you know, Jeff, this was a barricade situation. Obviously, police were very concerned because the man basically holed himself up into the apartments right here behind me along Livingston Avenue. But it was a 911 call of a woman being threatened and a shot being fired that brought police here. Let me take you into the scene. This was about 12:30 early this morning, I should say. Now, they got that 911 call. Again, what they heard was the pop of a gun in the background when that call came in. And by the time police swarmed this area, we're in the 3500 block of Rand Square East. The suspect was actually going in and out of the building there. Now, he didn't really want to give up, and that's when SWAT units were called in. They spent several hours trying to negotiate with the man, and then it was around 3 a.m. They decided to shut the power off, turn the gas off, and force this man out. They fired what's called knee knockers into the home, and then they went in. At that point, they were able to make the arrest without incident. The police now talking with that man, trying to determine exactly why he barricaded himself. The good news, nobody was hurt in this. The bad news, though, they had to evacuate many of the buildings around here because they were wanted to make sure that their safety was secure. They are back in their homes. The road is now back open, and charges are expected to come down against the man. Reporting live in East Columbus, Tino Ramos, 10 TV News.
New at 6 this morning, we are just learning about an explosive device in a Delaware neighborhood. Police found a MacGyver bottle earlier this month, but the catch is this isn't the first time. Now, This Week News reports that this is the third device found in that same neighborhood. The last two were found on Executive Boulevard. Another damaged a mailbox on Stratton Drive back in May. Police say right now they're not sure if all of these are connected. Jeff?
A woman accused of terrorizing Central Ohio businesses will face a judge today, and the people who caught her are talking about their frightening encounter with her. Now, police believe the woman who robbed this General Tso's 2 days ago is this woman here. She's being linked to about a dozen other robberies, but it was the people behind the counter who may have put this crime spree to an end.
Take their hair. My employee come and my husband come and catch it.
Well, that group held her until police arrived. Detectives say the woman caught could be behind at least a dozen other robberies. We'll let you know what happens in court today.
6:38 this morning, and a Consumer 10 scam warning about fake phone calls. Rule number 1, don't give up your cash. We say it all the time, even if the other person on the other end of the phone says they're a sheriff's deputy. This Week News reports this scam targeting senior citizens in Delaware County. The fake deputy first tells the person that there is a warrant for their arrest. Then the caller says they'll get off scot-free if you transfer money. But don't fall for it. Call police instead. Jeff?
Buckeyes making an elite list, 10 of them. The Bucks are out in Chicago for Media Day, and our guys are among the players to watch. Braxton Miller, the senior Heisman contender, on that list. Miller says he's in the best shape of his life and ready for this year's season. Coach Urban Meyer says there is still a lot more work to go.
The strengths of our team are speed You know, we didn't have the speed that we've had now the last couple of years, and then the weakness is going to be that offensive line. We have to get that. We can get through that, and I think we will. We got some good young players, and they've had a very good summer. So that offensive line comes together, it could be a very good team.
All right, that's the one spot that he's been talking about for a little while now. The team will be back at practice beginning on Sunday. And while the Bucks prepare for the season, you know, Brutus, he's fighting his own battle right now, a battle to be the top mascot.
And he needs your vote. So there is a contest right now in the Chicago Tribune. It is asking for all the Big Ten Conference mascots to get on there. And we want to make sure Brutus comes out #1. So if you want to help, hope you do, go to our website, click on feature links to make sure that our Buckeye Nut stays the #1 mascot in the country.
Well, he's out to an early lead.
He is. Brutus
out to an early lead, so push Brutus over the top.
Yeah.
Keep him going.
That's right. Well, there's a social media frenzy over a mysterious woman in black.
How she's connected to Central Ohio, we'll tell you next.
Also, a deadly blast caused by a cozy relationship. How some intimate words could spark a criminal investigation here.
And a dating website sets you up for failure. Why OkCupid says it's mismatched people on purpose.
And if you can't reel in the fans, make them yourself. How a struggling baseball team is filling the stands. Mike?
Oh, my.
That should be interesting to see. Up in Marion this morning, you know what? It was looking nice and blue there for a while, and now look at the clouds all of a sudden rolling in. That's why the temperatures have been back and forth a little bit this morning. It's gotten gray all of a sudden. Thought that was worth taking a look at. Downtown at the State House, partly cloudy skies beginning to lighten up a little bit, just a tiny little breeze. And our view from Columbus, not looking too bad either. Maybe just a little bit on the gray side, and temperatures certainly running cool for this time of year. Talk about how long that trend's going to last, all coming up.
The Golden Opportunity Sales Event has arrived at Germain Lexus, where the offers have never been better. Lease the 2015 RX for just $399 a month, or the 2014 ES for just $349 a month. Get to Germain Lexus or GermainLexus.com.
You work, and you want to get an MBA, but going back to school is hard because you work. Now, Capella University offers a revolutionary new way to get your degree. It's called FlexPath, and it's the most direct path, leveraging what you've learned on the job and focusing on what you need to know, so you can get a degree at your pace and graduate at the speed of you. FlexPath from Capella University. Learn about all of our programs at capella.edu.
Why would these rivals risk everything? Each is driven to be the one. IndyCar, the one to win the heart of racing. Honda Indy 200 at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course, Friday, August 1st through Sunday, August 3rd. Get tickets at midohio.com.
Vein Solutions has set a standard for vein care that is unmatched. Our goal is to help patients take the first step towards happier legs by offering individualized plans and providing quality medical care. Why trust your vein health to anyone other than board-certified vascular surgeons? Whether your veins make you self-conscious or cause you severe pain, our board-certified physicians are dedicated to effectively determining and treating the issue. Call Vein Solutions today to schedule your free consultation or visit us online at veinsolutions.com. Don't trust your legs to anyone else.
Car hunting? It's a jungle out there. Watch out for pitfalls. Beware of creatures that put a bite on you. Don't monkey around going all over town looking for the right vehicle and a deal. Go direct to Toyota Direct.
Lease a new 2014 and a half Camry SE, just $189 a month, or a new 2014 Corolla LE, just $169 a month. Both payments include the tax. Plus, there's no first payment and absolutely no money down.
Go direct to Toyota Direct or ToyotaDirect.com.
There's nothing more entertaining than when a sports team in your city gets on a roll and how much the fans get into it. The fans here, it was like they were penned up, and then all of a sudden they had a chance to explode with their emotions, and we fed off that as an organization for sure. You know, we get together here, the fans and the players, we could accomplish something very special.
Pick the games you want and be a part of it with a Flex plan. Buy now and get up to $50 in free gas with each seat purchased.
If you're involved in an accident and suddenly faced with unexpected expenses, what can you do?
The insurance company wants to settle, but only on their terms. Call us or visit our website. O'Connor, Chani, and Levy. Attorneys you know, attorneys you trust.
6:44 the time right now. Great Tuesday morning to you. Time to take a look at your Central Ohio Honda dealers traffic alert. And we have Chopper 10 up in the sky. We're going to check in with them in just a second. They're over the east side. But right now, let's take a quick look at the traffic cameras behind me. You're going to see that things are getting busy out there as we get closer to 7 a.m. We start to see those delays. This is 270 at Cemetery Road, starting to pick up in the southbound lanes, especially as you come down from Dublin. 71 at Polaris Parkway, the taillights there, heading southbound, starting to pick up there as well, and it starts to slow down a little bit once you get closer to the fairgrounds. This is a look at 315 at Bethel, of course, picking up as you head southbound, and then 71 at Frank Road, starting to slow down as you head north out of Grove City. Looks like we're not getting the chopper signal right now, so we're going to check in with them in about 10 minutes, and they'll let us know if they see any accidents out there to slow you down. Jeff and Angela?
It is now 6:45. Could a cozy relationship be to blame for this fiery explosion? Investigators say the gas company was a little too comfortable with the people who were supposed to regulate it. This explosion killed 8 people 4 years ago and leveled a California neighborhood. Investigators now say emails reveal an unethical and illegal relationship between the gas company and the Public Utilities Commission.
And at the end of that email says, "Love you." If that's not cozy, I don't know what is.
Well, the city now wants a criminal investigation launched and the president of the regulator fired, along with heavy fines imposed against that gas company. Jeff?
A mystery makes its way to Ohio. It's all about a woman in black. This is the woman dubbed the Woman in Black. She's been traveling along busy highways for weeks, but no one seems to know who she is or why she's walking. She started her trek on July 18th in Ranger, Georgia, and made it all the way to Athens, Ohio. And there's now a Facebook page dedicated to the woman, which has more than 25,000 followers.
Well, Facebook has done it. Now dating websites are experimenting at your expense. The website OkCupid admits to mismatching people on purpose. The site told users who were bad matches that they were 90% compatible. People say that is toying with their future.
I don't think it's right because it's deceitful.
I think that's pretty messed up. If you're on a website looking for a potential husband, boyfriend, they should be completely honest about it.
OkCupid released a statement saying, quote, "If you use the internet, you are the subject of hundreds of experiments at any given time on every site. That is how websites work," end quote.
A home run for the highlight reel here, but the real beauty of this one comes from beyond the ballpark. Watch this. Blue Jays' Melky Cabrera goes yard, takes this one out of the park, okay, but look at his handiwork, how it results. Oh, why did I park there? Oh, the ball shatters that fan's windshield. The hits will be played over and over again on all the highlight reels this morning. Ouch.
There is someone in the stands right now that's running out to their car.
Hopefully insurance is paid up. Couldn't tell if the alarm was going off on that or not, but yeah, hey, good parking has its downfalls, I guess.
I guess so. Front row, not always the best. Well, if you can't lure the fans to the ballpark, just make them yourselves.
One baseball team is so bad out there, it's trying something new to boost spirits. It's in South Korea, and it has an entire section of robot fans. They can even hold up digital signs and coordinate group cheers. How about the robot wave? Oh, yeah, the machines are there to inspire other fans to cheer and get themselves going. Wow. It's quite interesting. I think they're...
I love the robot wave.
So I wonder how much robot fans cost as opposed to just finding some way to lure like real people into the stadium.
Yeah, so
free seats.
So you pay to have them built and sit there rather than get money for somebody sitting in the seat.
Yeah, the Korean version of Dime a Dog Night, whatever that would be. So, you know, bring people in for that. So,
how many hot dogs would a robot be able to eat?
None.
More for us humans.
They have mouths. Do you see them? They can wave. They can hold up signs that I can't read, but they cannot eat hot dogs.
Beyond my technology.
Yeah. So
good stuff.
Somebody can. Let's take a look outside and see what we got going today. 59 degrees, kind of cloudy. North winds at about 5 miles an hour. Humidity 83%. It's been a beautiful morning so far, although a little overcast for some. As you look around the area, temperatures all the way down to 50 degrees at Galena this morning. 53 over at Blacklick, and mid to upper 50s for everybody else with the exception of Marion Village, where, like the airport, it always seems to register just a little bit warmer than everyone around it. 51 at London, 10 degrees warmer than that in Circleville, and splitting the difference, we got a 59 here, 53 Delaware, 55s at Newark and at Marysville. For the state, we had a 49 at Toledo. It got back to 50 and held there. 52s at Findlay and Mansfield. This is probably rock bottom at this point, and mid to upper 50s until you hit the southwestern part of the state. Dayton and Cincinnati, both in the low and mid 50s. Our average high is 85 degrees. We haven't been there too much lately, and we're certainly going away from that right now, the opposite direction. You know, the day before this, last week, Tuesday, we were 92 degrees, so it has happened in July, but we've also had a lot of cool downs, and we're having one of them right now. You look at live Doppler 10 radar, there's nothing to track out there. Satellites, scattered clouds, we've seen them rolling in. We saw the WeatherBug camera there at Marion showing those clouds, some clearing, and now a little bit more. So it'll be like that throughout the course of the day today with winds coming out of the northwest. Pollen levels, unfortunately, if you're having a bit of an allergy problem, probably good reason. We've been in the moderate category, and we're slowly going up as we go toward the end of the week. So there's a lot floating around in the air. So if you're sensitive to it, again, and you've been suffering lately, there's a reason behind it. So gave you a little backup there. Noon, 69 by 5. 74 degrees, nice and mild, winds stay very light, which makes it a beautiful day to walk around the Ohio State Fair. You can spend a lot of time out there and not burn up while you're doing it. This afternoon at the pool, though, probably not so good. Very borderline at 74. The winds will be light, but a few too many clouds and a few too few degrees. Regional picture, everything coming out of the north. Large area of low pressure is the dominant feature in our weather. It's not going to do anything dramatic. It will keep us cool, and it'll give the northwest a chance of a shower today, us a chance for a shower tomorrow afternoon. But here we are at noon, nice and peaceful. Morning drive, of course, looking pretty good. Evening drive should be no problem. A chance for showers and storms off to the northwest, but they don't go very far. They kind of run out of steam, so it stays quiet for us through the overnight tonight. Now, tomorrow, I think the model tries to bring in the moisture a little early. Here we go towards 7 o'clock, so the morning drive should be no problem at all. But then all of a sudden it goes, poof. I don't think that's really going to happen. I think we might get into a chance for scattered showers or storms, about a 30% shot tomorrow afternoon and evening. We are going to be slightly warmer. Average high, like I said, mid-80s. We're looking at mid-70s tomorrow. A nice cool morning again. Same story for Thursday. We're up to about 78. And Friday, Thursday and Friday both look like they'll stay dry and probably just shy of the 80-degree mark. Again, very rare as we wrap up the month of July, if you can believe that. Saturday and Sunday bring a chance for scattered showers and storms with low 80s, morning lows in the low 60s. Even that's not back to normal. And then for Monday, another chance for showers, guys.
Back again. Up and down we go. All right, Mike, thanks. Making news right now, Southwest Airlines facing a hefty fine. We'll have details next.
And Chopper 10 flying high over the 10 TV studios. Look at that. It's our tower. What a great shot. Remember, you can always get the headlines plus weather and traffic online at 10tv.com.
You see me right down there?
There you are.
10 TV Skyview is brought to you by American Air and Tempstar Heating and Cooling Products.
Mark Lobb and Chris Spillman here for Buyers Dublin Subaru. If safety, security, and the toughness of a linebacker are on your family shopping list, check out these highlights.
Lease a 2015 Outback for only $249 a month for 36 months.
Buyers Dublin Subaru.
Calorie for calorie, beef is one of the most nutrient-rich foods to fuel an active and healthy lifestyle. To learn more about beef, including recipes and cooking tips, visit CertifiedAngusBeef.com or come visit us at the 10 TV Health and Fitness Expo, August 16th to the 17th.
I was 11 years old when I first worked the Ohio State Fair. My mother-in-law and my father-in-law had actually met at the Ohio State Fair. From year to year, we see a lot of the same faces of families that come up and, purchase from our food trailers or play our games, and we watch their children grow up. It really, truly is a family tradition.
Save big with $6 advance sale discount tickets and make your own Ohio State Fair memories. Now through Sunday.
Do you have foot pain? The Good Feet store wants you to be pain-free.
In 4 weeks, I went from excruciating pain to completely pain-free. I know the Good Feet inserts have worked for me personally, and I would recommend it to my patients.
I finally went to the Good Feet store, and I can say I'm 100% pain-free. They've taken away my pain, and I believe if they can, help my feet, they can help other people's.
Don't just live with bad feet. We want to help you get good feet.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
The Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway.
I've been looking forward to this.
Me too. Just need to get some gas.
Use your card. You'll save 15 cents off per gallon.
That's great. You know, with savings like that, we could drive across the country.
Just us?
2 adventurous moms on the lam.
Nah, I've seen movies like that. They do not end well.
Yeah, but for the next hour, mani-pedi. Freedom.
Yes.
For limited time, save 15 cents per gallon on gas with no program to join and no additional purchase necessary. Save money, live better. Walmart.
Closed captioning on 10 TV is brought to you by the Original Mattress Factory with 11 Central Ohio locations.
Chris Spielman and Mark Lobb here for Byers Subaru.
Full-size luxury and standard all-wheel drive makes Subaru Legacy a class leader.
Lease this 2015 Legacy 2.5i only $199 a month for 36 months.
Byers Dublin Subaru.
Doppler 10 WeatherBug Network is brought to you by Fiesel Roofing. Let Fiesel determine if you have storm damage. Call Fiesel now and get a free 17-point inspection. Call 614-QUALITY.
How did you sleep last night? Not so great? After 8 years, an old mattress becomes a heavyweight from pounds of dead skin, sweat, and dust mites. Replace every 8 at Mattress Firm.
Making news right now, President Barack Obama says Russia is violating a nuclear missile treaty. Russia is accused of testing a new ground-launched cruise missile. The act breaks the 1987 treaty signed by President Reagan and the Soviet Union.
The feds want to fine Southwest Airlines $12 million for cracks found on several planes. The FAA says dozens of the 737s did not meet safety standards. Southwest now has 30 days to respond.
Take your news with you to go as you head out the door this morning. The search for 2 killers, plus a neighborhood wakes to the SWAT team at their door.
Those stories and Chopper 10 with a view of the highways from the skies. We'll map out the slow spots next.
Reichert Hyundai Elantra, $15,995. We're dealing.
If there's a big story going on in the city impacting your life, it's impacting our life, too.
I take to heart the things that are affecting the community because I'm a member of the community.
We kind of hope we're making a difference. We have an investment in the city, too. This is where we live. Some students came up with the idea.
I want people to experience the best of Columbus. It's kind of a symbol of your turnaround.
Yes. We're in it together. This is our community.
Kristen Hartman, Jerry Revish, weeknights at 5, 6, and 11 on 10 TV News.
You want the best price on a new Hyundai? Then you want Hatfield Hyundai's true price. Drive a new 2014 Santa Fe, just $289 a month. 2014 Elantra, $209 a month, or buy it for just $16,555. Or take $5,000 off MSRP on any new 2014 Sonata Hybrid. Your true price and the best price from the Midwest's #1 volume Hyundai dealer and the only Central Ohio winner of the Hyundai President's Award. Come see why Hatfield Hyundai is #1 in customer loyalty year after year. I-270 and Georgesville Road.
Aging is complicated. People change. If your relationship is suffered because erectile dysfunction has snuck up on you, it's not your fault. There is help. Call the Columbus Men's Clinic. You can still have what it takes in about 10 minutes, even if Viagra and Cialis haven't worked. Our board-certified doctors let you try the medication right in the office. Live life with no regrets and gain your confidence back. Call us now to book an appointment. Our office visit includes a PSA test, testosterone test, and test dose for only $199. Call Columbus Men's Clinic at 614-420-2260.
Money, money, extra money.
Buckeye Gold has locations all over Columbus to get extra cash for the stuff you want. Just find that old gold ring, gold chain, or silverware that's gathering dust. Bring it to one of the Buckeye Gold locations and get extra cash on the spot. It's a fast and easy way to get an extra $300, $500, or even $1,000 or more.
Money, money, extra money at Buckeye Gold. Get extra money.
Follow me into the jungle.
Ram has the best fuel economy.
Follow me into the jungle.
And first ever back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year awards.
Won't you follow me into the jungle?
Take summer head on. Hurry in to the Ram Summer Clearance Event. Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on Ram 1500 Express Crew Cab for $326 a month.
If I'm not throwing up new buildings, I'm visiting them, measuring them, surveying them, you name it. Which is why I'm so grateful to have my First Merit Business mobile banking app with me at all times. I can check my balance, pay my bills, even deposit a check from virtually wherever my work leads me, so I can continue to build my client base. without going back to the drawing board. Business mobile banking from First Merit Bank.
10 TV to go is brought to you by First Merit Bank. You first.
Take 10 TV to go with our morning news team, getting you out the door and up to speed with all the newest information.
And we do want to begin with Laura Borchers in West Columbus.
We're live on Stevens Avenue. This is in West Columbus, where police are searching for 2 gunmen. They say those suspects barged into this home right here and opened fire. They took the lives of 2 men in their 20s.
I'm Tino Ramos in East Columbus. One man behind bars after holding a barricade situation just behind me here at this East Columbus apartment complex. The call came in as a 911 call and a shot being fired, but SWAT teams had to fire a shot of their own to bring the man into custody.
And a live look from Chopper 10 at your morning drive. I think you're going to like it. This is 70 at 670. It's been quiet out there. Just now starting to see rush hour pick up heading into downtown, but we are accident free.
And 59 beautiful degrees at the moment, 60 at 9, 69 at noon, and a high around 74, another cool July day.
And don't forget, final vote for DJ Weather War today ends at 3 p.m.
Get it done. It's Dino or Mary.